Hello and welcome. I am Elijah Free, Master Herbalist, also owner and creator of Earthfriend Herb Company, and Senior Associate at Pacific Naturopathic Clinic in Mountain View, California. I'm here today to tell many of you some really good news if you have been suffering from fibromyalgia. This is why this video is called Ending Fibromyalgia. A little later in the video, we'll show you how to tell if you or someone else may have fibromyalgia. For the past 36 years, I have worked in the healing arts, developing methods, both mechanical and herbal, to help to eliminate many different types of pain. Some years ago, I created an all-herbal formula that aids in alleviating fibromyalgia from the body as long as it is truly fibromyalgia and not some other set of symptoms that only appear to look similar. This unique formula developed some years ago, called Fibro-Ease, is patented by the U.S. government. Fibro-Ease helps to address fibromyalgia by correcting nutritional imbalances that allow hardened fibrinous tissue, known as fibromyalgia, to become present in the unaffected fascia. The formula may begin to provide relief of pain in as little as 2 to 4 weeks as hardened exudated fibrinous tissue locked in tissues begin to soften. This product is composed of all organic or wild-crafted herbs. Testimonial 1. I would like to read to you a testimonial about this formula. It is from the parents of a 15-year-old girl who had been suffering from fibromyalgia for years. Her name is Kelly. Kelly was in constant pain from the hardened fibrin that had grown densely in her tissue. As a result, Kelly could not lead a normal life that a young teenage girl should. Her day began in pain, her day continued in pain, and her day ended in pain. Does this sound familiar? Here is the testimonial from her parents, Casey and Michael. Elijah Free's formula, Fibro-Ease for fibromyalgia, has produced amazing results for our 15-year-old daughter. She has been taking it for 2 months, and you can visually see that the fibrous tissues that were in her muscles have softened. She is a lot more flexible, and her pain level has been greatly reduced. She went from not being able to walk more than a block or two to being able to participate in school activities and walks and enjoying regular life activities. Even something as simple as closing an inside door at home became much easier for her. She sleeps deeper, is much happier, and we are very excited about the future and how much further this formula can take her. She has had no side effects, and for our family, it has just been a miracle. Casey and Michael. Nearly a year later, Kelly has been enjoying a normal life, one completely free of pain and suffering due to fibromyalgia. Hundreds of people over the years have had the same results using Fibro-Ease herbal formula for the same buildup in the body of hardened fibrinous tissue. It is extremely easy to take and very user-friendly with no side effects at all. How effective is the remedy? The Fibro-Ease herbal formula is very effective. However, a presentation of true fibromyalgia is necessary for it to work as intended. There are other conditions that may be considered to be fibromyalgia due to similar symptomology, but these are not the same as true fibromyalgia. There is a simple way to palpate the tissue to determine if true fibromyalgia is present. We'll show you this in a few minutes. What causes fibromyalgia? The cause is a complicated nutritional deficiency. There is an essential nutrient in the rarefied potassium spectrum that is missing in the system. When this occurs, there is a domino or nutritional cascade effect causing an incorrect chemical signal to be released in the body. This causes fibrin, which is normally in a semi-solvent state, to form into a non-solvent state, becoming hard and dense. Simply put, fibromyalgia occurs when the chemistry of the body departs its natural harmonious state and normal semi-solvent fibrin is given an inappropriate chemical signal, becoming hardened over a period of time. This results in dense, heavy, and painful levels of hardened fibrin that are layered in and through regular tissue. This dense fibrinous tissue creates a continuous pulling effect towards the point of least resistance. This continual pulling leads to the painful condition of fibromyalgia. What is true fibromyalgia tissue? True fibromyalgia is pain in soft tissues due to hardened fibrin. The hardened fibrin begins as the size of a cell. It continues to grow the same way a seed will in a garden. When the hardened fibrin becomes large enough, it presents as a hard lump in the fascia and muscle. As it continues to grow, it begins to pull on the fascia, creating tension, discomfort, and pain. Fibromyalgia tissue feels different from normal tissue. It is not only denser in nature, but also possesses a striated texture if felt against the grain of the fibrinous tissue. Once these deposits begin to develop, they do not resolve on their own, but will continue to multiply until the cause is addressed. As fibromyalgia tissue continues to grow, it can affect the sufferer in many different ways. Fibromyalgia tissue is most common wherever the body has enough fascia for it to begin, grow, and spread in. The most common location is the trapezius muscles of the shoulders, the thick muscles of the legs, and even the calves and forearms in extreme cases. It can begin at a young age and is most common in women. It is very rarely present in men. What is the mechanism of action for the formula? Fibro-Ease does not affect the hardened fibromyalgia tissue directly. The specific nutritional deficiency itself is addressed through this advanced herbal combination. The formula helps to restore the natural metabolism and chemistry of the body. The body then is able to begin to reabsorb the extraneous hardened fibrinous tissue. This tissue, over a period of time, literally vanishes as the affected tissue returns to its normal consistency, flexible, free-flowing, and pain-free. Another way to look at it is that with the necessary chemical signal corrected, the body literally disallows the condition that created the environment for the fibromyalgia tissue to exist. Fibro-Ease is what is known as a passive formula. It does not directly attempt to affect the fibrinous tissue itself. Rather, it restores the natural and authentic chemical signal of the body. This is an entirely new type of herbology that I created just for this formula. As a passive formula, Fibro-Ease then works only on chemical signal. It has absolutely no antagonizing effect on the fibrinous tissue itself. This means that it effectively goes to work where fibrinous tissue is present anywhere in the body, as long as it is truly fibromyalgia tissue. Since Fibro-Ease is non-antagonizing, then there are no undesirable side effects to deal with. How soon could one expect to see results? Results can be quite rapid. Within the first 2 to 4 weeks, there will be a change in the consistency of the fibrinous tissue nearest the surface of the skin. This indicates that the process has begun. Over a period of months, there will be a continuous softening to the hardened tissue. Pain relief will begin to occur after the formula has been properly taken on a regular basis for a long enough time for tissue to soften. It is very important to note that the best results are seen in the shortest amount of time when the formula is taken exactly as indicated. Otherwise, without correct dosage, the efficacy of Fibro-Ease diminishes. How long may Fibro-Ease be used? For as long as necessary. The average time using Fibro-Ease on a daily basis will differ depending on the severity of the condition. After all the tissue has been restored to normal and the patient is pain-free, it is suggested that one continues with the standard dosage, which is 1/2 of an eyedropper 3 times a day between meals for another 2 months. Then the dosage may be reduced to 2 times a day, and then eventually to once a day, and then eventually only several times a week. The program is very easy to use. Just squirt Fibro-Ease 3 times a day anywhere in your mouth and drink some water. That's it. It couldn't be any easier. No diet changes are required whatsoever for Fibro-Ease to work. Just be consistent with your drops each day. In fact, the diet that you eat will not make any difference since the formula works on helping to restore the chemical signal to the body rather than trying to directly affect the fibrinous tissue itself. Nor do you need to take a larger dosage if you are a larger person. The dose is the same if you are 98 pounds or 398 pounds. Remember, please, it is not the fibromyalgia tissue that is the real problem. It is the incorrect chemical signal in the body that allows the fibromyalgia tissue to become hard and painful that is the true problem. This is my wife, Maggie. She's here to be our fibro model for today. Maggie does not have fibromyalgia, nor has she ever had it. However, we'll use Maggie to show you how to tell if someone does have a true presentation of fibromyalgia. You cannot tell in yourself. If you reach around, then the muscles pull tight and it is not possible to palpate the tissue correctly. Have someone you think may have fibromyalgia sit in a chair or stool. Make sure that their shoulders are exposed in a similar manner. The tissue that you are feeling is in the trapezius muscles that extend from the shoulders to the neck. Stand behind and place your hands on the trapezius muscles like this. The 4 fingers are in the front and the thumbs are in the back to anchor the hands. With your fingers, apply some pressure. You do not need to dig in real deep, just enough to go into the tissue. Check to see if there are any hard lumps of tissue by bringing your fingers from front to back. Do this several times to be sure. Then further check to see by dragging your fingers if the tissue has a striated texture. The striated texture is the fibrinous tissue itself. It extends from the shoulder to the neck the long ways. If you do feel this, then it may be a good chance that fibrinous tissue is present. This is the type of tissue that Fibro-Ease can be helpful for. If there is no presentation of this type of tissue, then most likely there is no fibromyalgia. If this is the case, then the formula would not be helpful and it is not recommended as the formula works only on true fibromyalgia tissue. And here is a second testimonial. My name is Chochi. This is my story. It really started in my teens, but in my early 20s, my life went up, down, turn around, please don't let me hit the ground of nonstop pain. It was an awful time to say the least. Having constant numbness, tingling, throbbing pain shooting up and down my body, I had no life. For many years, the doctors gave me different kinds of tests, medications, including depression pills, supposedly to help with the pain, acupuncture, hot water therapy, and pain management classes. Nothing was working. I had no life, spent my life in bed most of the time. I could not even hug my family. Neither I nor the doctors had any idea what was wrong with me. Then finally, after quite a few years, one day a doctor diagnosed me with fibromyalgia. I thought, finally, it has a name. At that time, there was no specific medicine for fibromyalgia. The doctors could not do anything for me for many years. I got to a point in my life where I was tired of numbing the pain with pills that did not work and living like a zombie. I wanted to eliminate the pain forever. One day, I saw a gentleman by the name of Elijah Free speak at an event at a bookstore. He spoke passionately about eliminating all types of pain, including mechanical and metabolic, and that he had an all-herbal formula for fibromyalgia. I knew immediately that he was the man to eliminate my pain forever. I started taking Fibro-Ease, and within a month, I felt less pain. Then another month goes by, less pain, and then another less pain. I was in, less pain, oh my goodness. Here I am, almost a year taking Fibro-Ease, and I feel wonderful. I am completely pain-free, and it all has to do with Elijah Free and his Fibro-Ease. Yeah. I'm now in my early 30s, living life zombie-free and enjoying all things called life. Chochi. Sounded too good to be true? Actually, every word you just heard is true. The herbal product for fibromyalgia was created, tested, patented and licensed a number of years ago and manufactured and distributed in a very limited manner that was not my intent. At this time, I am now taking the responsibility to ensure that this product is properly known about and available and distributed to everyone in need of a way to really end true fibromyalgia. For more information, you can visit us at rapidpainelimination.com. Again, that is rapidpainelimination.com to learn more about ending fibromyalgia and how to obtain FibroEase in an easy manner. You can also visit with me on LinkedIn or Facebook at Elijah Free. And to mention, FibroEase is available to be carried and sold by other clinics, health food stores, online health product sites, and practitioners and doctors everywhere. For more information, please visit our online wholesale catalog on our website. If you know of a clinic or practitioner that you think FibroEase would be helpful to add to their line of products, please consider letting them know about FibroEase and the rest of our EarthFriend products that are in our current line. As a final note, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So until then, from EarthFriend Herb Company and myself, be well.